Hi, I'm Cash. Welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where we break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. And today we're doing Fulham against the Arsenal. Fulham are actually doing quite well. They're a stable, what I call a stable team in the Premier League. They can beat you. They're interesting team to play against. Same some like put Bournemouth in that category and Brighton. There's a couple now. And the Premier League is getting more and more of those teams, I think. But disappointing here for Arsenal not to grab 3 points here. But I want to break down this goal for you. I'm actually going to show you some of Arsenal's, even though that they get scored on, there's actually some quality defending going on here, which you normally don't see in the Premier League because generally it's awful. But here we go. Fulham are on the transition here. Obviously, they're going from a defence to attack transition. They've just won the ball in this little micro phase right here. And then Arsenal are trying to get back in their defensive shape as fast as possible. So when this ball goes wide here, we can start seeing everyone starts going back into their positions, trying to do what they do. But I'm going to highlight this player here from Fulham. No idea who he is. Just like normal, I don't really know many players in the Premier League because I don't really care. I do take team analytics, not the names on the shirt nor the name on the front of it either. So watch this guy. I'm going to show you the clip when he identifies that the space is in behind, right? And he knows that he's got the beating of this wee defender here. Okay, so as he receives the ball, he gets the ball here. Boom, there we go. He's making his run down the wing. You can see that. Exploiting the space back here. That's where you think the ball's going to go. You can see, okay, I've got that. The defender, oh, easy. I'm going to follow the run, and this is going to be simple for me to defend, and off I go. Nope, this guy can actually play the footballs. Wow. He identifies that run. Right, so what does that mean, identifying the run? That means that he knows he's going to be tracked by that defender all the way, and even if he receives the ball out here, he's still out wide here, and he can't really do anything. But I think he knows the guy on the ball pretty well, because the amount of space that he's now got, he identifies the fact that it's this kiddie. Whatever that means in their team, I don't know. But what he mean by this kid is he can pick out a pass and he can play me a ball if I make the right run. So from this situation, he makes the right run. What's that check? Do you see that? That's the check. That's him identifying. That's him breaking and leaving this defender for dead. The defender, however, isn't focused on the run anymore, which is pretty well. Look, can you see? He's looking at the ball and he has to adjust his run to try to run with this kiddie here. But the ball is quality. It's just a quality ball, really. Takes the defender right out. And this is the difference. You've got one player, the striker, who's just running. And you've got the defender who's actually looking at the ball, maybe trying to cut it out, maybe trying to see if it's a bad pass, but it's just not. So the defender's kind of caught between because he's got to go with the runner, but he's not facing the right way. So he's going to get beaten for pace. Doesn't matter. And when this ball is played, boom, there you go. Can you see? He's trying to cut the ball out. He's trying to go for it, and he's nowhere near the player now. See the little separation there? That's what this guy was looking for because of the quality of the pass. He trusted his teammate, and the quality of that pass and the quality of his run completely has taken this guy out of the sync here. Now, we do have a covering defender. Now, this is where I'm talking about they're actually defending properly. Even though they don't defend it, they're actually doing the right things. So, centre-back realises, oh my goodness, I've got to come over and cover. Fantastic. See, normally what would happen is, in most of the other bad teams, the centre-back would stay here. This guy would carry on trying to track to the ball. He'd run down here. He'd run down here. And that's exactly what happened. This doesn't happen in this case. He comes across to try to cut the ball out, okay, which is exactly what he should do. And this guy covers for him. Wow. Even though the ball's in the back of the net before it matters, but yeah, but at least the good things at the back they're doing correctly. At least you know, okay, they're actually trying to defend. They're just beaten by a really good run and a really good pass. Sometimes you have to take your hat off to the other team because they do something that beats you, not because you've done something dumb, which normally happens in the Premier League. They actually scored a goal. They actually did a good thing, and this is one thing that they've done. So when he comes in here, 1-2. Well, look, see the crossing pattern there. He's now not marking this guy. He's coming across to pressure the ball, and he's immediately going into his space to cover him. Wow. I don't remember the last time I've actually seen that in the Premier League. So when we're getting down to it, on the shot, he's almost there, just a fraction too late, and it's a quality finish. Could the keeper have done a little bit better? Yeah, I think the keeper could have come 1 yard out. If he did, he would have saved that. But still a quality finish into the bottom corner of the net box, and Fulham get themselves a goal. So Arsenal score another set play. These are so easy to defend. It's embarrassing. I'm going to run you through that as well. I might just do a little short video on it at some point as well. So let's just talk about it simply, though. If all the players on the back post, you've got 3 places you can go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they're the 3 zones, if they're all starting here, that they're going to try to score from. They're already on the back post. So what's the most likely next place? Zone 2. Most unlikely place, zone 3, they're going to get to. Why is it most likely the zone 3? Well, because they have to run from here, their starting position, to here, and all get it in time. So most likely it's one of these 2 areas that they're looking to put the ball into. This one or this one. So where do you want most of your players? Probably in between these 2 zones, right there. Oh, then you could have one guy on the front post and have the keeper there on the front post with him and everybody else in the back post. Wow, is that simple? Yeah, and actually if you really want to get complicated, what you can do is really dumb, but it would be effective, is have yourself a little line, of players, 1, 2, 3, 4 players, and when those players are there, you kind of basically hold hands into link and make sure they can't run past you. You create a wall. You know, like those walls when you're running through and you have to, like in American football training, when you're bouncing on the pads and you're trying to get through as everyone's hitting you. That's exactly what you do. You just put a wall there and you go, go on then, lads, make your run. Oh, you can't because we're all in your way. But what they've decided to do at Fulham instead is not get in anybody's way, stand completely away from all the Arsenal players. How many, like, I don't know, what are you looking at this player for there? Like, he's clearly marking him, but this guy's like, no, I'm marking him too. I'm going to watch him because the ball's going to come here and they're going to shoot. No, he's got that, mate. I don't know what you're doing. But there's so many players here marking nobody. That is unbelievable. It is just unbelievable. I don't know what they're doing. So when this cross comes in here, we're looking at it as it comes floating in. You can see that movement, little bit of a run from the back post, but it's not really. It's because it all depends on the delivery coming in. And I'm not sure what their delivery signals are. Think about it, though. You've got 3 zones. You're going to have 2 hands maybe for front post, 1 hand for back post, no hands. You're going to put it straight into the middle in zone 2. It's that simple. That's all they're probably doing. And I guarantee if I took 10 minutes to actually care, go back and look, I could see which zones they're going to put it into by basically doing their hands on what game. I mean, it's not difficult, guys. It really isn't. So when the ball comes in here, we're just looking for a decent challenge. There it is, boom. Oh, look, back post. No one is actually marking him. And there's still, those players that were stood there are still all stood there. But they have made the miraculous thing of from facing this way to turn around in and facing that way. That's what they've done. Look, there he is. He's now facing that way. He's now facing that way. And there's not an Arsenal player to be seen there. They're all still over here. And now it's just a tap in. And he gets himself a goal. Pathetic. But there we go. Another set piece goal for Arsenal. On they go. They really needed the extra points. And other than that, I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.